Hey guys, what's going on? It's Alex from Fitment Industries, and we are at the Motegi booth and we are taking a look at Motegi wheels. We're going to talk about the 2019 releases, we're going to talk about the 2018 wheels, and we're going to talk about what wheels we might be putting on the 318i if you stick around long enough to see which ones you think behind us are going to go on the 318. So let's jump into it. So the first thing that you guys need to know is the MR, the 140 are all, that's going to be your cast wheel. You're looking at the MR 141 as well. This is a new release for 2019. It's your typical multi-spoke rally style wheel. It's a little bit blockier, reminds me a little bit of like an OZ wheel, but definitely something I think is pretty killer. And then obviously you have the Motegi Racing. The MR 140 has that embossed Motegi Racing. It has like a raised face almost. And then you've got the multi-spoke style wheel here. Now with these, they're more of like I feel like they're more of a rally inspired style look. So if this is your sort of look, I think it would look great on like a hot hatch or something similar, just my opinion. MR 140 in a different color here, you can actually see a little bit more of the design. It is more of like a softer spoke design though, so it doesn't have a lot of harsh edges or anything like that. It does feature a little bit of almost like its own version of a step lip on the spoke, which I think is just a really nice touch. That's a pretty good looking wheel. Now if we go over, we're going to switch sides to the MR 141. This is a new wheel design that's coming out for 2019. Again, it's like a multi-spoke, it's a flatter spoke style, and then again it has like a little bit of a raised edge inside the spoke just to give it a little bit of depth. Now this is, I think, going to be a pretty cool wheel. It's definitely something I would also see on like an all-track, maybe like a Volkswagen of some kind, something that's just a little bit for the sport oriented but nothing too crazy because it's not a very aggressive looking wheel. Now if you go over to the fun stuff, we're going to talk about the other things that Motegi is doing. So if you didn't know, Motegi does forged monoblock, forged two-piece, forged multi-piece wheels, and this is just a couple of the wheels that they're doing. So you're going to be looking at the MR 400. Now the MR 400 is probably like one of my favorite wheels. It's that iconic Motegi Racing style wheel that you're going to see here. It's that split 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spoke wheel. It's got the polished barrel, polished centers, and then it's a forged two-piece, which means you can get it in pretty much any sizing, any finish, any offset that you want. They pretty much want you to stick around like the 18, 19, 20 mark, or 17s or something that they can do, but probably not anything less. If you go down here, this is the one that we might be possibly looking to put into the 318. Let us know what you guys think. This is the MR 408. This is like an Alpina style wheel, very cool, heavy on the multi-spoke. You're gonna see the raised spoke, and it's a very flat design. So again, it's gonna give you that nice step lip that you're gonna get with depending on the offset that you want. And it's just overall probably one of my favorite looking wheels on the wall. This is my favorite of all time because it's just the best racing looking wheel ever. Sorry, BBS. But MR 408 is probably close behind for me personally. Different finish, not sure if I love it or if I don't love it, just because anything that has a really poppy color has to fit right on the car. This is the one that we might be thinking of actually putting on the 318i, so let us know what color you think that face should be in the comment section below. And then finally, we've actually already talked about this, but this is the MR 406. Now this is a racing wheel that has actually been on a car before. I can't remember off the top of my head, but probably one of my favorite designs for the MR 406 is this. Then you obviously see the gold plated center with the polished lip, polished barrel, and the forged multi-piece. So you're gonna get a lot of that. And then over here is probably one of the trendiest, I would say. So this is gonna remind you of probably a couple of Euro style wheels. This is the MR 409, and then you're gonna see the brushed titanium style center. You got your polished barrel, which is obviously a great touch. And of course, it just looks really sharp. You have the Motegi logo in orange right there. Lots of aggressive stuff happening. Obviously, you have this indentation for the spokes here, which I think gives it a lot of depth, and then these lines. And then of course, you're just gonna see some really nice, almost brushing on that face as well, which is super cool. So Motegi's up to a lot. They're planning on getting a lot into the racing scene. They want their wheels to be about the racing scene. They want the designs to look like they came off the racetrack. And honestly, I would think for the most part, they're doing a pretty darn good job if you really think about it. Right here, we're looking at the MR 408s. We're looking at the flow forged. These right here are gonna be rotary forged there for you. So it's a flow form technology, so it's a little bit lighter. Should be able to handle, anything that you throw at it. And of course, lighter wheels is always, usually better. But let us know in the comments which one you like the most out of all of these. And then if you're looking for Motegi wheels, check out fitmentindustries.com. You can actually check out all of the Motegi wheels. And then of course, let us know if there's anything you'd like us to talk about next. Drop a comment below. I'm Alex from Fitment Industries, and we will see you later. Peace.